What's up, YouTube? Okay, so today I want to talk about some of the greatest Shark Tank deals Kevin O'Leary has ever done. So we're just gonna be looking at a bunch of them. Like, I'm not saying these are the three best deals ever, but from the research that I gathered, I think these three are the best deals ever. Like, first off, I want to talk about Plated. So this one's actually super interesting. First, it's the largest acquisition of Shark Tank history. That means throughout all the seasons, no deal, like no company has been bought for a higher price than what Plated got bought as. And the funny thing is, if you actually watch, the episode where Plated went on, they didn't get a deal with Kevin O'Leary. They actually got a deal with Mark Cuban, but apparently that didn't all work out. And then Kevin O'Leary reached out to him behind the scenes after he was really impressed with how they were doing and made an offer. And they obviously accepted it. And then, according to him, after they sold for $300 million, it's unknown how much of the company he actually had, but he said he got over 1,000% return on this deal, which is absolutely insane. The second one I want to talk about is Groovebook, which is a photo printing service. Now this one also got bought out. It got bought out by Shutterfly for around $14 million, which Kevin O'Leary actually did this one with Mark Cuban, where they had 80% of licensing rights. I think this deal made both of them a great amount of money, and it is definitely one of Kevin O'Leary's greatest success stories, and honestly a really good product. It makes sense why Shutterfly will be into Groovebook and how it can help them out. Lastly, I want to talk about Wicked Good Cupcakes, and the reason I bring this out is because I really think he did this in such a genius way. First off, obviously they're selling cupcakes, but what he did was, instead of offering, a deal for a percentage of the company, he gave, I believe, $75,000. And what happened is he got $1 off every single cupcake till he made his money back. So the reason this is amazing is because he basically had a surefire system that he would get his money back. From what I understand, if you're investing in a startup, the biggest risk is that you won't actually get the money back. A lot of ways you can get your money back are from dividends or acquisitions. But the thing is, acquisitions don't always happen. You don't always make enough money, in dividends, to actually get anywhere close to your money back. And even if you do, you're often waiting 10, 15 years to do so. So what Kevin O'Leary is trying to do is get his money as fast as possible. So first off, he believes in what he's doing. He believes he can actually grow the business. So he thinks he can actually get the money quickly, and it gives him incentive to work, because if he actually wants to get his money back, he has to go out and sell the product. So by doing this, he had a surefire way to get his money back, but also he wants to make some money too. So what he did was he gave $75,000, a dollar royalty till he got his money back, and then after that, 45 cents, which is actually a really good amount. I believe they sold over 14 million of those cupcakes, which is a lot of money. That's definitely a lot of return on investment, especially since he only had to give $75,000. And really, he had to give $75,000 with a short plan to actually get it back. It was very, smart strategy. And I think that's why Kevin O'Leary, does so many royalties. Honestly, royalties, if you're doing, angel investing or, startup investing, royalties can be a sure way to actually get paid, which a lot of these deals, they're making nothing from. I believe even Barbara was talking, on Shark Tank once, was talking about how she invested in a fruit product and made nothing because, the costs were so high that essentially every time, even though they were making, a good amount of money, their costs were so high that by the time, dividends were getting rolled out, Barbara's getting nothing. She never made that money back. But with Kevin's strategy, if they sell it, they have to give them the money. So even if their cost, is getting higher and higher, and they're not making that much of a profit, so they can't really send the dividends, Kevin O'Leary is going to make money from that investment. And I really think that's smart. But the thing is, obviously a lot of companies don't want to do dividends, but Wicked Good Cupcakes was obviously a smart strategy for that. I really the reason I say all these deals is because honestly, Plated was a great company. Groovebook was a great company. I really like those. And honestly, if you're sitting in the seat, when you're watching Shark Tank, it's pretty obvious that these companies are probably gonna get acquired. If you look at Groovebook in Pacific, it perfectly fits a company that Shutterfly would obviously really want. It's just obvious. But when you look at those, obviously they're gonna be good acquisition costs, and then Plated being such a huge acquisition cost has to get it on the deal as one of Kevin O'Leary's greatest investments. And I also put Wicked Good Cupcakes on there because even if he made more money off a different investment, I think Wicked Good Cupcakes was probably one of his smartest investments ever, because he had a surefire path to get his money back and also make a nice steady profit. I think it's Wicked Good Cupcakes is still in business. He's still making money to this day from that. He's still making royalties off those cupcakes. And I think that's actually amazing. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like. Also, make sure you subscribe because I post these all the time. And that's really all for this episode. Thank you for watching.